Hi guys, can you guess what time it is? That's right, it's story time with Uncle Derrick. Today's story is called Frozen 2. Now you guys might have seen this one on TV. If you guys haven't heard the first story, Frozen 1, scroll through my stories and watch Frozen 1 first, and then come back here and listen to Frozen 2. Alright guys, if you enjoy these ones, make sure you subscribe and make sure you share with all your friends. Alright, here we go. Frozen 2. King Agnar of Arendelle loved telling his daughters, Elsa and Anna, stories of long ago. One night, he told them about North Aldra, a people who lived in harmony with the spirits of nature. The Arendellians had built the North Aldrin Dam as an offering of friendship. When the two groups gathered in the Enchanted Forest to celebrate, a fight broke out, and the forest was surrounded by a magical mist. No one could get in, and no one could leave. "Do you think the forest will wake again?" asked Elsa. "Only Atahalin knows," answered Queen Aduna. She told them that her mother used to sing her a lullaby about a river called Atahalin, said to hold all the answers about the past. Aduna began to sing the lullaby, and the girls soon drifted off to sleep. Many years passed, and although their parents were gone, Anna and Elsa watched out for each other. Olaf had learned to read, and Kristoff had bought an engagement ring, ready to take the next step with Anna. Sven fully approved. One thing the group always made time for was family game night. When playing charades one evening, Anna struggled to guess what Elsa was acting out. Elsa complained about being tired and called it a night. Have you guys played charades with your family? I have. It's a lot of fun. You should try it. The truth was, something was bothering Elsa. A voice had been calling to her, trying to draw her away from the kingdom. But it seemed as though no one else could hear it. Moments later, Anna appeared. "You're wearing Mother's scarf," she said. "You do that when something's wrong." Elsa didn't want to worry Anna, but Anna always had a way of making Elsa feel better with both her words and her actions. Anna sang their mother's lullaby, and Elsa drifted off to sleep. Later that night, Elsa woke to a mysterious voice calling to her again. She couldn't help feeling curious. Did the voice belong to someone magical like her? As Elsa walked down to the forge, she used her magic, tossing snow into the air. Images she had never seen before blossomed from her fingertips and surrounded her. Fascinated by the imagery, Elsa blasted out her power, and an enormous shockwave swept across the forge. The moisture in the sky froze into small crystals that hung suspended in air. "Air, fire, water, earth," she said. The shockwave startled Anna awake, and she raced to the balcony, searching for Elsa. As the sisters' eyes met, a blinding flash of light came from the north, and the crystals dropped to the ground in a cascade. As the crystals fell, Arendelle transformed. Water stopped flowing, fire vanished. The wind kicked up, pushing villagers out of their homes, and the ground rippled like the sea. The ground started to rumble again, but this time it was the mountain trolls. Grandpappy went straight to Elsa. "Much about the past is not what it seems," Pappy said. "When one can see no future, all one can do is the next right thing." To do that, Elsa knew she needed to find the voice. At dawn, Anna, Kristoff, and Olaf and Sven joined Elsa. They all piled in the Kristoff's wagon and began their journey north out of Arendelle. They passed many places they had seen before and continued even further into the unknown. Into the unknown! My voice isn't very good, is it? Soon, they reached a vast wall of glittering mist. Elsa ran straight for it, knowing that they had arrived at the Enchanted Forest. The others were not far behind her. Olaf made a run for the mist and bounced off it like he was hitting a balloon. He giggled and then jumped up and did it again. Elsa reached for Anna's hand, drawing on her sister's strength. Slowly, the mist parted for them. "Promise me we'll do this together," Anna said. "I promise," said Elsa. The mist continued to roll back, revealing 4 stone monoliths that bore the symbols of air, fire, water, and earth. As Elsa, Anna, and their friends passed the pillars, the mist closed behind them. Suddenly, they were propelled into a clearing. "This forest is beautiful," said Elsa. With the soft rays of sun illuminating the forest, it was like walking through a dream. The towering trees had shimmering golden leaves and stretched towards the sky. The group slowed their pace, staggered by the beauty. As the friends explored the forest, the wind spirit appeared. It swept up Olaf. As everyone tried to help, they got swept up in the windstorm too. Elsa used her magic to stop a branch from slamming into Anna, which caused the wind spirit to push everyone but Elsa out of its grasp. Desperately, Elsa threw a steady stream of snow towards the center of the vortex. The wind swirled tighter around Elsa until, finally, she opened her arms, blasting out her powers. The wind spirit released Elsa from the vortex. The friends heard noises coming from the bushes. It was the Northuldra and Arendellians from King Agnar's story. The two sides, still at odds, after so many years, ignored Elsa, Anna, and their group, and immediately began arguing. The leader of Northuldra, Yelena, was bickering with the Arendellian lieutenant, Matthias. Thinking she recognized Matthias, Anna stepped forward, but both Northuldra and Arendellians rushed towards Anna and Elsa. Elsa used her powers, shocking everyone and sending them to the ground. The Northuldra and Arendellians resumed arguing when suddenly a bright flash appeared. "Fire spirit!" Yelena yelled. A ball of fire dashed around the trees, sending it up in flames. Elsa raced behind it, using her magic to try to stop it from spreading. When she finally chased it down, the fire spirit was not what she expected. It was a tiny salamander. As Elsa looked into its eyes, she understood its feelings of pain and fear. She gently held out her hand, and it scampered onto her palm, enjoying her cool touch. As she helped it find calm, the flames around the forest died. When things had calmed down, Elsa pulled out their mother's scarf and wrapped it around Anna, knowing it would comfort her. Ryder and Honeymarin, 2 of the Northuldras, were intrigued by it. Elsa explained that it had belonged to Queen Iduna, most cherished possession. Ryder and Honeymarin showed Anna and Elsa that the symbols of the scarf were Northuldra. "Our mother was Northuldra?" Elsa announced to the group around them. The 2 opposing sides were bewildered by the discovery. Their differences, anger, and suspicions melted away. Later that evening, their friends were relaxing when the ground began to shake. The earth giants had appeared. They rattled the ground with their strides. Everyone hid, but the giants seemed to sense Elsa because of her magic. As they closed in on her, Anna yelled, drawing them towards her instead. Elsa quickly threw her powers into the night sky, tricking the earth giants and sending them lumbering in another direction. As the earth giants trudged off into the distance, Elsa began to walk after them. "I don't want to put anyone else at risk again, so we're going now, and we're gonna find that voice," Elsa explained. Anna agreed, but first she needed to tell Kristoff. She searched for him all over camp, but he was nowhere to be found. Her heart heavy, she followed her sister and Olaf north. In a nearby meadow, Kristoff sat saddened. He couldn't believe that Anna had gone without him. He walked through the forest trying to sort out his feelings and wondering whether he truly fit into Anna's future. The journey north led Elsa, Anna, and Olaf to the rise of a hill. In amazement, they looked down at an old Arendellian shipwreck, its tattered flag waving sadly in the wind. Anna and Elsa gasped at the sight. It was their parents' ship. They ran down to take a closer look. The sisters looked everywhere for clues about their parents, why their parents had been in the dark sea. Then they found a map. Anna and Elsa spread it out on the floor and saw that Atahalan was clearly marked. Their parents had gone on the voyage to seek answers about Elsa's magic. Elsa ran from the ship. "This is all my fault," she said in tears. Anna insisted Elsa wasn't responsible for their choices of their parents and reminded Elsa of her important quest. "If anyone can resolve the past, if anyone can save Arendelle and free this forest, it's you," she said. "I believe in you more than anyone or anything." Once again, Anna had revised her sister's confidence. Elsa vowed to make it across the dark sea and find Atahalan. But she had to do it alone. Suddenly, Elsa magically created a boat under Anna and Olaf and sent them zipping down a path of ice. Anna scrambled, trying to stop their progress, but when the boat dropped down the slope, Anna and Olaf slipped into a river and floated away. Anna and Olaf were both angry with Elsa for sending them off, but they had to be quiet as they were sailing past a group of sleeping giants. Anna frantically searched for an escape and saw that just ahead, the river split. "Hang on, Olaf," she whispered. "Try not to scream." She took a branch and pushed them away from the snoring earth giants, directly toward a waterfall. Elsa had made her way north and reached the edge of the dark sea. There, she had discovered the water spirit. It was the Waternock. Elsa and the Waternock battled, both above and below the sea. Finally, Elsa used her magic to make an ice bridle, which she tossed over the head of the water spirit. At first, the water spirit bucked, but it and Elsa soon moved in harmony as they galloped to the opposite shore of the dark sea. The haunting voice continued to call Elsa towards Atahalan. Elsa knew that there she would be able to uncover the truth. When Elsa and the Waternock reached the shore, the water spirit galloped back into the dark sea. Elsa stepped into the ice cave. Following the haunting call, she entered a big open room where images danced across the walls and ceilings. Elsa realized that they were from the past, and that the voice that had been calling to her was the memory of her mother, Iduna. Listening to the words of her mother's song, Elsa knew Iduna had been calling her to finally become her true self, the Snow Queen. Exhilarated, Elsa drew out dozens of memories with her power, scouring them for the past of the secret of what had happened in the Enchanted Forest. But when Elsa finally found a startling truth about the lies that had been told, the ice surrounded her. It moved up her body, freezing her solid. With her last breath, she desperately sent Anna a message. Elsa's magic reached Anna and Olaf, who had safely landed on the shore. An ice statue formed, and Anna learned the truth. Their grandfather had attacked the North Aldra. He had caused the battle that made the spirit curse the forest and surround it with the impenetrable mist. Anna had to make things right. As she began to lead Olaf away, he stopped suddenly. Flurries of snow drifted off his body. His fading magic meant Elsa was in serious trouble somewhere. Anna hugged the little snowman tightly. "I love you," she said, trying to hold back tears. Anna took a deep breath. She had to be strong to do the next right thing, to break the dam that was a symbol of hate and betrayal. At the edge of the river, Anna found the sleeping earth giants. She shouted, "Wake up!" They slowly got to their feet and began chasing her. She dodged trees and shrubs as she led them towards the dam, but she quickly found herself in the earth giant's path. Kristoff and Sven galloped by and scooped her up just in time. At the dam, Matthias tried to stop Anna. "Your Highness, what are you doing?" he asked. "Arendelle has no future until we make this right. King Runnard betrayed everyone," she explained. "My sister gave her life for the truth." Matthias and the soldiers quickly agreed to help her. Anna darted to the center of the dam, urging the giants to throw their boulders. She ran as the dam crumbled beneath her. She jumped, and Matthias and Kristoff grabbed her just in time before she fell. Whoa! Oh, it's so good. Anna's selfless act made the ice holding Elsa crack. Elsa mounted the water knock, and together they raced towards Arendelle. Now that the dam was broken, a huge wave of water was rushing towards the village. Elsa froze the wave with her powers just in time. The village was saved! All right! The curse was ended and the mist cleared from the Enchanted Forest. The North Aldra and Arendellians celebrated their freedom together. All anger disappeared between them. Anna found Elsa and hugged her tightly. The sister realized that they had succeeded by working together. Elsa's place was in the forest with the spirits as the Snow Queen, while Anna was back in her beloved kingdom as Queen of Arendelle. Kristoff finally found the perfect moment to ask Anna to marry him. She said yes. As they hugged and Sven grunted happily, Elsa felt free and truly happy knowing she and her sister were exactly where they were meant to be. The end. Now, I hope you guys really enjoyed that story. I love that story. And I know it's a bit long, so make sure that you follow and subscribe so that you can stop and watch as much as you want. And don't forget to share with all your friends. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye.